Welcome back. This is new content, and today we're going to talk about the shutter speed, the aperture, and the ISO, when and how to use them. May we start? These three settings are essential to start with manual mode. If you can control these three settings, you will be able to take the exact photo that you're looking for. So let's start with the ISO. The ISO is basically the sensitivity that the camera has to light. Now I'm going to shoot with a very high ISO to see what happens. As you can see, when the camera is set with a high ISO, the shot will take in more light, in this case, too much. As you can see in the last shot, I should have used a lower ISO, so less light would have come through. So we are going to do that. We set a low ISO and then we shoot. See? The photo is very different from the last one, but this time the light is correct and even we could use more light, but you can see what the ISO does to light. Okay, same picture, high ISO, low ISO. We have to keep in mind that the ISO is not the only thing that controls the light in the photo. The shutter speed also controls how many light goes in the shot. The shutter speed is the exposure time. That means the time that the camera takes to take a photo. To understand how the shutter speed works, I will show the inside of the camera. So we will set the camera in a very, very high shutter speed, so it will go very fast. And we shoot. Did you see that? Now I'm going to set the camera in a low shutter speed so it goes slow. So we set it. And did you see that? The mirror stayed longer up, so more light and more time is captured in the photo. So the shutter speed also controls the light that comes into the photo. If the shutter speed is high, less light comes in, but if it's low, more light can come in because it has more time to come in. So to prove that, I'm going to take a photo with a very, very high shutter speed to see what happens. Okay, it's basically black because it had no time to let the light come in. Now I'm going to take the same picture, but this time with a very, very low shutter speed. Let's see what happens. Okay, same photo. It takes very, very long because it's very low, so it means that I have to be like this a lot of time. Okay, let's see the photo. It's charging. White, all white. That's because too many light went through. Finally, I'm going to take the same picture, but this time with an average shutter speed. Okay, so this time the picture, normal picture. I'll show you the difference. This is the first photo. You can see anything. It's all black. No light came through. This is the second photo. Too many light came through. And this is the last photo. The light necessary came through. We also know that the shutter speed controls the movement captured in the shot. With a higher shutter speed, less movement will be captured, and with a low shutter speed, more movement will be captured. Let's try. So I took the same picture of a watch flying around with a higher shutter speed and with a low shutter speed. As you can see, in the low shutter speed there's more movement because there's more time to let the watch move around, and in this case we can see almost the hour on the watch. Finally, we have to know how to use the aperture. It's We can see it in here, how it opens and closes. So it basically is the measurement of how open the iris and the lens is, or how closed it is. The number, as you can see in here, represents the distance between the center and the last one. So if the number is bigger, the iris is smaller. The aperture controls the depth of field and its quality. And we can see that with a high aperture, the background is not focused, and this should be used when the subject, in this case the leaf, is most important. But if we shoot with a low aperture, everything in the background is focused and the subject is not that important. Take control of these three settings. We have this line here that tells us if the photo is going to be too dark, there will be lines on the right, and if the photo is going to be too light, there will be lines in the left. So when the photo is right here, that there's no lines, this means that the photo will be exactly as we look at it, as we see it. So now that you know how to make these three settings work, I recommend you to go out and take a lot of pictures and practice. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you come back for another one. Bye!